This is Jody. Make another installment. Jody with a Y, not an I. Just got off the phone with my friend the Cheese, international speed freak. I've talked about him before. About he's overweight, grossly overweight, morbidly obese, what I would call it. But I try not to be too judgmental of him. Morbidly obese. Main problem I have is that he's addicted to amphetamine, which I don't think that's good at all on his heart or anything like that. His mind. He's addicted to amphetamines, which is why we call him the international speed freak. He has been talked about internationally. I made sure of that myself. We had someone in France talk about him, who we had met at Ave Maria University when he went back home. We said, talk about the cheese, say something about the cheese, and he did. We got confirmation of that. He is the international speed freak. He's been talked about internationally. Now, I just got off the phone with him, and he's telling me about ham. He's telling me about inexpensive ways to eat healthy, and he was talking about ham. Well, I don't think eating ham constantly is the best way. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about the ham yet. I'm going to wait for him to go ahead and post something about it. I'm going to freaking watch it, and then I'll respond to that directly. I'm going to talk about his freaking international speed freakdom. All right? He was going down to Ave Maria University. He was at a party down there, and he did something crazy. He got naked and put on the girl who was running the party, snuck in her room and got her underpants and put them on, and then immediately disrobed in the middle of the party room where the keg was, and no one knew what to do. And see, he did that. That was okay, and he did that. And one of the people who was at the party a few months later was up in Gainesville, where University of Florida is. And they were doing a party there. And a mutual friend that the Cheese and her shared, named Charlie, Chowie, he prefers to be called Chowie. He fought for the Viet Cong and Vietnam War. She was telling him, yeah, I got this crazy story, Charlie, about this guy in Ave Maria. We were doing this party, and she was telling him the story, and he was like, wait a minute, was his name such and such? And she said, yeah, do you know him? He said, yeah, he used to do the same stuff at my party. He'd get naked all the time. At that point, he became a statewide speed freak. Then our friend went out west, told people about him out there, national speed freak. And then we had, actually it was a Frenchman and a German, who's half Lebanese and half German. Both of them on the continent of Europe talked about Philip, the Cheese, international speed freak, train wreck. So he's actually been talked about on the state level, on the national level, and on the international level. That's when he officially became international speed freak, is when he went international. That's when he officially became the international speed freak.